Hey all, happy week 10. I am so excited because we only have 2 weeks left of the quarter. This is also my last quarter at Fuller, so quite possibly this is the last video I will ever upload for Fuller. So that's wild. I'm going to jump right into the readings because we have a lot to cover. So I'm going to start with this lovely book, The Beauty of God, and with the Beji reading, I believe is how you say his last name, it's Created Beauty. And I loved his emphasis on how a robust Trinitarian theology really informs our understanding of the connection between the divine and beauty. A lot of times we think about beauty in terms of God the Creator, God the Father, but really understanding how Jesus and the Holy Spirit play into this is vital. And so on page 27, he says, "In Jesus Christ, divine beauty has, so to speak, got to grips with the wounded and deformed beauty of the world." And I love that because this beauty is in the midst of the mess. It's gritty, it's incarnational, and it just helps give us more well-rounded perspective of beauty. Balthazar also talks about this, references this. He says, "We ought never to speak of God's beauty without reference to the form and manner of appearing, which he exhibits in salvation history." Again, this is an ethereal beauty. It's a beauty that is literally in the midst of time and space and context. And that beauty was exhibited in the incarnation, in the crucifixion, which is bloody and messy, and in the resurrection, which was glorious. Both of these authors also talk about the role of the Holy Spirit in beauty, but that's mostly talked about in Taylor, and he referenced pneumatology and beauty. And that was just good reinforcement for me. I'm in a pneumatology class this quarter, actually, and we've spent a lot of time talking about how the third person of the Trinity is oftentimes not given enough credit, is oftentimes undermined, when in reality, the Holy Spirit has been at work from creation to salvation to now in sanctification, and now thinking through the way that the Holy Spirit plays a role in beauty has been really good for me. I enjoyed the Fujimara reading and just thinking about how beauty isn't necessarily necessary for our survival, but it is something that helps us to flourish. It's necessary for flourishing. And because we're created in the image of God, we're also created with the desire for beauty, the capacity for beauty, the capacity to create. So that was just a nice little garnish on this week's reading selection. And then lastly, the apologetics and beauty reading was interesting. It is true that sometimes seeing beauty will move us more toward action than having some kind of loose understanding of the truth. And so I thought that was interesting. And that author played off of Balthazar as well, which just showed interaction between these various readings and ideas. But yeah, I was definitely informed by the readings this week. I particularly loved the Created Beauty one and will continue to process that. And it has been an awesome quarter with you guys. So thanks for helping me learn. And yeah, good luck with finals.